another episode of Coffee with Miss B. Gadlala, can you guys help me come up with a name? But this is a platform for me and you to learn. And this time around, we'll be talking to Mrs. Shandu, who is the founder and CEO of African Wild Travel. And guess what? Namhlanje so kuluma all things tourism, right? So if you have any questions, you can always drop them on the comment section. So otherwise, you can DM them on their page. It is called African Wild Travel. We'll be talking about packages that they offer. We'll be talking about the importance of traveling. So yes, get ready to be inspired. She's a young, successful entrepreneur, and she does so amazing kule field of tourism. I'm amazed because I'm a company since I have a background in tourism. By the way, I'm also a travel and tourism graduate, right? So she is right here. Let me send a request for you to join Mrs. Shandu. Of a chat, a conversation versus an interview. So Nani, you're more than welcome to join in on this one. Finally.
Okay.
Yay! Here's your pretty face. How are you?
I'm well, thank you. And how are you?
I am okay, thanks. Isenzani network. Hi, Bo.
Hey, Jehovah, waiting by the message to look. I go to good side go. Yes, technology.
The devil is a liar. So for someone that just joined in, hey?
It's this weekend now.
Yes. Amen. Extremely grateful. Right. So for a person that just joined in, we'll see who is this beautiful lady in front of us. Background, Mrs. Shandu, yeah, a bit about your upbringing.
Okay. Me, I'm actually from PE, eldest sister with 3 siblings. And
uyathetha kaloku nami ngiyazama mtekatekeni
ngiyathetha mdade. So ndikhulele eBhayi, ndizalelwe khona, ndakhulela khona. I grew up there. I studied PE. And then when actually this was my second job, I moved to Durban and in the travel company.
Okay, so why did you fall in love with the travel and tourism? Because we know how quite dominated this industry is. What inspired you to get into the industry?
Actually, growing up in PE, I remember when we were still young, my parents used to take us to the parks within PE or along the beach in Port Elizabeth, our hotel. So I used to imagine myself, at that time it was not tourism. Oh, and then I remember the other time we were taken, my mother just decided to take us to the airport just to walk around at the airport. So I remember seeing the air hostess, and at that time I was like, I love these ladies and I want to do what they are doing in the industry.
Really?
And because of that's when I started to fall in love actually with tourism. But
do you remember how old you were then?
I was just teenage, I think 12, 13 in that age. So I used to imagine myself. I remember when we came from that tour, I came back, I sat in the mirror and I was like imagining myself as an air hostess. But because of my height, And then I was told, because height was very important at that time. Then I was told that I did not qualify and to be an air hostess. So I knew that it would be, then let me find something to do within the tourism industry. And then my first job at that time, after I did college for, I did just N4 tourism at that time. I had a job, um, now there's a casino in PE. They used to have an information desk, a tourism information desk. So I used to work there as one of the tourist assistants.
Okay.
Boardwalk, yes. Yeah, that was my first job. Way. 2002, 2001, 2002.
Yeah. That was way back. I also managed.
Yeah. Yes.
Right.
So from
So
then,
it journey happened. Oh, okay. Please keep going.
yes. And then from then, my journey, as we can see, I'm starting 2001. And then there was an opportunity of young people to go to Germany for a year, which it was three provinces: Eastern Cape, KwaZulu-Natal, and Free State. So I applied in that opportunity. So then I went to Germany for a year, which was 2002, 2003.
Okay.
And the purpose was to expose South African young people internationally, those who have who are passionate about tourism. So for us, it was about to learn and to understand the German language, the German people from Europe, when they come to South Africa, what they're looking for, and because they saw there's a gap that when they come into the country and nobody understands them. So we stayed there for a year and trying to understand. It was a good exposure and to be outside the country. So when I came back and worked for Thomson Source as a travel consultant. So from there, I worked for Thompson's for 7, 8 years. And then that's when we decided, my husband and I, to start our own family.
Right. So this is a really beautiful journey because it also shows that you are doing what you were destined for. Yabo into ifuna usayingane. And
Yes.
musukhulile, fast forward when they are, it is exactly what you were destined for. So nje, shout out to the young you that knew airport. This is where I need to be.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. And I mean, tourism, especially you've been in the industry, it requires somebody who is passionate and who loves working with people.
Yes, absolutely. So now let's talk about the transition from you working a 9 to 5 job. Now you deciding that actually I must be the Mlungu now.
And yeah, that's another was not an easy one, but I'm actually grateful that my husband and I took um, that edge of starting our own business. Both my husband and I are in the industry. We actually met when we were in Germany. So we both worked
Beautiful.
at Thompson. Yeah, we both worked at Thompson. So actually what pushed me, I was actually in maternity leave during the time I was still working for Thompson. And and then I was like, instead of sitting at home and wait to have a baby, and we started to say, let's do a research. What if we start our own business and to do the same thing that we are doing? And so during that time, that 4 months, I started doing a research on what is required to start your own company as a travel company. So, and we did our business plan. And so I was sitting there during the day, do the research, on about doing the business plan. When my husband comes back, he will check it. Then the following day, I will do whatever that is required. Then a year
Wow.
later, and we're now sure that based on the information and the knowledge that we have acquired this past years, we can be able to start our own business. And 2010, we started our own business. And I know it was during the World Cup, and people used to think we starting because of the World Cup, but it was not basically because of that. It was what we really want. And
Wow.
yeah, 10,
Wow.
13 years later, we're still selling.
Such an inspiring story. I'm really, really inspired. More especially since I also have a background in tourism. So I'm like, khona umuntu owayesuke ehleli kwi-9 to 5 ecabanga all these amazing ideas because I can actually start my own thing. So kudos to you and your husband.
Thank you, thank you, thank you.
Right. Now let's get
think,
to
I'm sorry. I think,
no problem.
I mean, growing up, you realize, I mean, you're also no longer sitting in the desk. You, as growing up, you also want, you look at yourself, you're like, where do I want to see myself in the next 5 years? Do I want to remain one thing, or am I looking for more opportunities and what else I can do? I think that's what we do.
Wow. I love that. I love that. And I'm sure people on the comment section are absolutely inspired. So, guys, if you have any questions, you can drop them. If you have compliments, you can drop them on the comment section. So, Afunda my comments in. So, now let's get to the bigger portion of the interview. Let's get to Isloane the interview, which is which is African Wild Travel. What a beautiful company. Started back in 2010, you said. Angus.
Yes, yes, yes.
Yes. So take us through your journey from 2010. How has it been going? The challenges, the testimonials from our clients. Just take us through.
I think starting a business, especially if you are not coming from
Network, I think,
and the
Shaya.
skills and skills that you, am I cutting?
I don't know about Katsila between me and now, but you can keep going.
Okay. So moving, I mean, as I'm saying, we are coming from a very big company, and according to us, we thought it's going to be easy, smooth sailing, but only to discover when you start our own business. Wow. I mean, business is registered. We have a business plan. I mean, we're thinking we've got this, and all the documents are ready. But first thing in trying to attract the client, and the client, people are not used at that time when we started. People were not used in black businesses. They were used to so-called business, the Thompsons, the Penn Travel, and all the other big companies. So you are a black company, and people do not know you. You even get a calls of people asking you, "Are you legit? What if you're going to take my money?" And I remember we started 2010, and we realized instead of paying rent, why don't we come and work from home? And we were staying in Gama, so we moved there. We set up in our garage, we set up the office space, and then people start calling to say, "Where are you? You're going to run with my money? Sorry, man, I cannot book with you." And so we're forced again to go back in town, because now people are not trusting with the fact that you're in the township, you are operating a tourism company. And two, part of as one of the things that travel agents need to, when they sell to people, they need to negotiate rates. So now when you negotiate rates to hotels and hotels like, and you call confidently, I'm Lisa, I used to work for one of the big companies. I used to deal with you for, I want to negotiate rates. And people were like, no, I'm sorry, man. And you can't afford
Ish.
you. We don't know you. You have to start. You need to
Hey.
give us a target of how many clients you're going to give us for a year. So,
Mm.
those are the challenges that you face when you're starting a business. But our goal, what I always say that one of the reasons it's very important to do a business plan, to do a business, to have a profile, is to understand what
Mm.
do you want to do, who do you target, who do you want to go to and sell, who are you selling your packages to. So because we had a target, or because we know who are our targets, so it was not a matter that we're going to say, well, we cannot continue. And we had
Mm.
to push. We had to find ways. We had to make sure that we move
Mm.
and anything. And if we have to call a senior person in the hotel, so you call the senior person. Then how do you connect with clients? Where are you going to get the clients? Now we've got the package.
Yes.
Where are they? And
Hey.
we were at that time we were one of the first companies that used to sell to short left. And so
Okay.
short left helped us that time. And so that's when we started to get people from Joburg and were so good at like short left. So people started to see and know us from short left.
Wow.
I'm sort of mentioning all these companies because I mean those are one of the companies who have helped us to be where we are today.
I love that. I love that. So, can we talk about the packages that you guys offer, the services that you offer, and can you also include the importance of traveling?
Okay. Um, when we left Thompson's again, we saw there was a gap in the domestic market because at that time
Okay.
we realized an international traveler was getting a better discount than a South African traveler, and that's
Mm.
that's what we saw. So that was one of our goals. That I mean, why don't we go and negotiate for South Africans that are traveling in South Africa, and so that
Mm.
they can get the same benefits of that are being received by international travelers. So that was our mandate. So we started
Okay.
creating our packages and we were targeting a domestic market. As that, when I mean domestic leisure travelers, somebody who has the money but who also wants to get a benefit, not to be offered a high rate, because at that time they were being offered higher rates than international market. So
Mm.
we started to negotiate rates for domestic leisure travelers. So for the first
Mm.
6 years, our packages were basically focusing on domestic travelers, somebody who wants to travel around South Africa at a very discounted
Mm.
rate. So
Okay.
we still do that. That is our market to make sure as a South African also benefit from um, getting a discount. Don't pay just a high rate because the hotel can increase the rate at any time. So that's one of the reasons
Mm.
we offer packages is to know that you
Okay.
can the package that you see is what you will pay between now probably and August. The price will not go up and down unless the
Mm.
rate that we have is specific. So we offer domestic price rates within South Africa. Then we offer rates for internationally, Dubai, Mauritius, Tanzania, Thailand. And I'm excited to say in 2019, just before COVID, we started to sell Dubai, and people were like, "You're always the guy, but money
Ooh.
drop. Who's going to go to Dubai?"
Wow. Uh,
um, so
wow.
I mean, when you're starting something and people were not believing in it, but I'm grateful
Ish.
to say now um, that I mean, for the past 2 years, we have had groups who go to Dubai and South African people who go to Dubai and at least twice
Yes.
a year,
Mm.
at a minimum of 20 to 30 people. So even this year, we have a trip end of May to Dubai, and we have another trip in
Ooh.
September. They are very successful trips. We don't go with less than 20 people on the show.
Yay. Oh my goodness, that is exciting news. Speaking of the Dubai package, Salusistela Njengayo, you said it's gonna happen in May this year.
Yes, yes.
Okay. Is
Why I
it
don't
not
have
fully
my
booked? Can we still book
not fully
Sakon
booked.
cards?
People can still book. We do allow people to book until March at least. And people need to have a passport. And two, your passport at least needs to be valid and must not expire in 2024. So if you are interested to
Okay.
go to Dubai, make sure you have a passport. If you don't, you still have time. The passport takes about 10 or 14 days now. You've got your passport. So do go. I mean, all South Africans need to have a passport. Let me just say that. To go to an MSC cruise, you need to have a passport. You go to
Hmm.
Tanzania, people are going to Tanzania. Why not? Go to
Hmm.
Tanzania. Mauritius,
Hmm.
Phuket. So I do believe this is about time. Just go and do your passport. It's valid for 10 years. You can plan your trip ahead.
Oh, wow. So, besides the Dubai package, I went on your page and I saw other packages as well. Stilling out Elubuz.
Okay. We also have girls trip. That's another thing. I forgot. 2019 again. We started, and actually the idea came from us and saying, why don't us ladies just have a trip, just ladies and have fun? So 2019,
Ooh.
I think it was August 2019, where we had our first girls trip to Cape Town. It's
Ooh.
different ladies who do not know each other, and that
Ooh.
group is always between 35 to 30 people.
Shoot.
We meet Cape Town, we have fun for the weekend. The trip is usually from Friday, and then we come back
Nice.
Monday. The package includes flights, hotels, and activities within Cape Town. The past 2 years, we've also have my add-ons like on my quad bike, wine tasting. So we just have fun as ladies. You come back, you have met new people. So it's not a matter that you need your friend or anybody. Just book. We all get there. We all have fun.
Mm. So I'm curious. Nenza kanjani ukuthi nibe neshow ukuthi abazani akubona abandawonye and that they're not even friends. How do you make sure?
But I need to, the flyer is goes through all over the country. And I mean, I don't want to
Mhm.
lie. If you get people who know each other, it's probably two or three people out of 25 people that you have. So one
Okay.
person from Joburg, two people from
Oh.
PE and Pumalanga, and now it started to, when we started, it was more younger generation, and I'm now amazed if we have a mix of anybody from the age of 19 to the lady who's 60 years old. So
Oh.
ogogo nabo basacela usala emakhaya,
Mm.
they go and enjoy and make sure that whatever activities that we've got are able to accommodate everybody within the group.
Mm. I love that. Let's talk numbers. Let's talk rates, figures. So let's go back to package less to buy Angumi. How much would I need to budget?
Okay. The package just to buy in total is 23,000 rand. It's
Uh-huh.
19,000 rand, which includes 6 days with a flight.
Wow.
So it's a return flight, and we did all departing Johannesburg. So we'll live in Johannesburg together with one of African World Travel staff. We'll live from there, and then stay 6 days in Dubai, which includes Dubai City Tour. So you do a Dubai City Tour, you do a tour, Abu Dhabi tour, City Tour, you do a
Hmm.
desert safari, and you do the famous Burj Khalifa, and then people also get time to go and do shopping. We do it also includes the pool, so that is
Okay.
20,000, and then the additional 2,000 covers the travel insurance, because if you're
Okay.
traveling internationally,
Okay.
you cannot travel without a travel insurance. And then it's travel insurance
Absolutely.
and a visa, because if you're
Okay.
going to Dubai, you also need to apply for visa. So what we say to people, like, this budget, that 20,000 rand that you can pay between now, if you maybe you say May is just too close for one to go in September. So you can divide, you do allow 2,000 rand is deposit, and then the other balance is paid according to how much, when you have money. So we give you
Okay.
until 2 months before departure. And then
Okay.
the last
Uh-huh.
2,000 for each travel insurance and the visa, we do allow you just uyikhokhe yona a month before, because we can apply for a
Okay.
visa just a month before we travel back. And maybe also
Mm.
add for each girls trip, yes, it's to Cape Town. That one is
Yes.
in October. That one is in October. It's 8,400 rand per person, which also includes return flights. So if you're flying from
Wow.
Johannesburg, it's flights from Johannesburg. If you're flying from Durban, it's return flights from Durban. And people who are from Mpumalanga and Limpopo, they take the transport from where they are coming from Limpopo, Mpumalanga, meet in Johannesburg, fly from Johannesburg to Cape Town. So we get in Cape Town on the first day, Asazana, and so usually we have a dinner on the first night, and
Okay.
then we'll do, then for the following day we'll do Robben Island together, and then
Ooh.
what I also I like about that group is different people. Other people want to have a team, so
Ish.
usually a week before group depart, we'll open a WhatsApp and include everybody.
Oh.
And I love when people start to say, "What team are you going to have?" Others say, "No, we don't have a team." So you have to accommodate everybody, because others want the team, others don't want the team. So we also have T-shirts for those who want to have T-shirts. Others just want to wear plain white other days, or floral other days. So we write all the things within the
Okay.
group, so that those ones who want to wear a particular team, you can join in that team. Those who say, "No, I'm not a team person," but also the purpose is for us to have fun and enjoy
Wow.
ourselves when we come back. We have met people that you did not know, and now they are going to be your sisters and your friends for life. So for
That
the
is
Cape Town one,
beautiful.
mm,
Uh-huh.
mm. So for
Mm.
Cape Town, it's flights, accommodation, including breakfast, and dinner for one night,
Mike,
and
did you say 3,400 rands,
eight
inclusive
thousand
of Lizinto
for
Zonko Ibalai?
8,000,
Oh,
8,000.
8,400 rands. Okay, that's still reasonable. Yeah, keep going.
It's 8,500, which includes return flights and hotels for 3 nights, and wine tasting
Mm.
tour, and Robben Island, transfers from the airport, going there and coming back, and the Cape Town Red Bus, also we include that. Then the
Wow.
exclusion will be a quad bike for those who, because I mean, not everybody is adventurous enough. So those younger generation who wants to go quad bike, we get the it's booked for them, and then they will have a specific time to go and do the quad bike.
Okay, my goodness, my goodness. So before Val, is there any other package or tour that you'd like to talk about that you guys offer?
Okay. We also do MSP pools. For example, we have a pool departing on the 22nd of January this year, which is about 4.9 per person, and it's a 4 day pool.
4.9.
And yes, it's 4,900. And
Oh,
if you need to go on a cruise again, you need to have a passport. So it's for somebody who does not have a passport, might say it's too late. But that's why I'm saying have your passport. I mean, if you're a younger person, have passport now and travel. And so we offer cruise packages, and we offer Mpumalanga packages to Mpumalanga to Drakensberg. And we had a special of 2,700 to Drakensberg for 6 people tonight. And Masaphela, babuya abantu bekhala besithi, hawu kanjani siphelile. But we will try to have another one soon. But what I always say, travel is not about luxury anymore. Travel is about taking time and finding yourself. Because when you travel, it's not just going to another place. It's exploring how other people are living. It's exploring the different things. I mean, you come back feeling revived. You come back feeling restored, energized, and so travel must not be something like it's just a luxury. Travel is what everybody needs. And so take time and invest in yourself. It's about investing on yourself. Take time and invest in yourself and plan where you want to go. I mean, you can spend even if it's one night, 2,000 rand, you and your partner or you and your family. Those packages are possible, but it doesn't matter when they come sometimes to figure out special for status man. So do save money and make sure should you see something that you want to book, you have money on the side that you have saved. Abanye ke bayahlakanipha and say and conduct us now with January February, and people do inquire and start paying. I had 8 ladies last year who went to school in the Hamba around the 15th of December. And they were starting like 200 grand, putting 500 grand. So we do allow that. When you come to us, call us, inquire and see how much is the package. And then know with every month you're paying slowly towards the package. By the time it's October, it's November. So it's really I'll send a stress is us or not. You know that your package is paid and you can be able to travel.
So it sounds like you guys also okay, sorry to interrupt you. Keep going, my queen.
So if I think recently I wrote to my status which maybe somebody will say how many times I always say at least in a year have 2 trips. One trip should be about you. Go in a spa for one night, book a hotel, go in a spa. Just take yourself out. Just appreciate yourself. Because sometimes you're having long stress because you do not appreciate yourself. If you need to have a holiday that will specifically focus on you, on doing what you want. Then the second package or the second trip should be with family. I have children. I know. Instead of enjoying the holidays, you entertain them and you come back feeling tired. So you cannot only always be holiday in the family because you entertain everybody else, you come back feeling tired. So have a package that way you can bond with your family, with your children, but always have a trip that will focus on you and appreciate you. So if you are not sure what, contact us, African World Travel on all social media platforms and call us in our office, email us. Can I say my number now? Yes,
definitely.
Okay. WhatsApp us. Our WhatsApp number in the office is 071 1866448. That's our WhatsApp number. Our office number is 021 8293 029. And then my personal WhatsApp number, and I'll also give it to you guys. It's 078 162 8261. And then if you can find us our packages. If you want to just check our packages, do go on our Instagram and LinkedIn and TikTok, Facebook page, so you will get all the packages that we have.
I mean, I want to keep you here forever. It's so refreshing ukukhuluma nawe. Yasho ukuthi J Tourism khona lento enayo nje.
Cool.
So this is what I want to ask you now. I'm very curious because umukhuluma, it really sounds like you travel with tourists, clients. Are you always there? How's the security when it comes to African wild travel? If you are not there, imapama security measures and what's that time?
Okay. Yes, we're not always traveling with our clients. We do travel with them when we have big groups. But safety and security is making sure that all the hotels or whatever services that we could for our clients are safe or secured. We do not compromise ourselves. And even if you come to me, say, if we check it and we realize that it's not in the good condition, it's not right for or anybody, we tell you, unfortunately, we can't book this hotel, but if you feel like when you are in Thailand, you book it. Because we need to make sure when the client gets, I always imagine myself, if you go book and get to that particular place, I don't feel safe at all. That means I've already taken the joy from that client. I've already taken excitement that's supposed to go to Banai. The person needs to go to, when the person enters the hotel, she needs to realize, wow, I'm going to enjoy myself. So we make sure that whatever experience we give to our clients, when they come back, they are going to feel satisfied. I mean, we say one of our goals is to make sure is to exceed our clients' expectations. They need to come back and say, you know what, I had a good time. I will refer you to my friends. That's what you want to hear. Somebody needs to say, out of the trips that I've gone with you, I have referred you to different people.
Wow. Listen, thank you so much, Mrs. Shandu, for your time. It's been an absolute pleasure to hear all about African wild travel. And I'm hoping and knowing and understanding the importance of traveling. So what I will say to you, Njengamanje, is do your best and God will do the rest.
Thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you for the opportunity.
You are welcome. Bonga mina. God bless, ne?
Thank you. Thank you.
Bye.
It's done. It's done.
Okay. Thank you guys for your time. Absolutely appreciate it. Please go book your services with African Wild Travel. It is very important to travel, guys. And Mzulu Mrs. Shandu Ute, travel. You need it. It is therapy for you. In case you have any questions, you can always drop them a DM. African Wild Travel. What an amazing interview. Bye, guys.